in a non-finish. Underneath the Worth Bridge for the 15th time comes Lando Norris then. Max de Forney no more than a car length between he and the race leader. The gap at the start of this lap was 0.320 of a second. Has it come down? No, it's gone up very slightly. It's 0.34, but very small margins. So we've got two cars leading Habsburg a little bit on his own, then a further duo, de Ruyveler and Scott, in 4th and 5th positions, then a big margin back to Hugo de Sadalier, but he seems pretty happy to run in 6th position there.
Better run for the second place car through turn 1 and up the hill. There's not going to be room to have a look at the inside there though. Lando Norris covers that very well indeed. But what about the drag race now? Is there room? He's going to take a look.
Showing good speed out of turn number 2. He's certainly going to get an overlap, but the problem is for Max de Forney, he'll only have the outside line, and neither driver has been able to make that work. A lock up there for Lando Norris on the inside, just about being given racing room, and Max de Forney very close to dipping a couple of wheels into the gravel trap there on the exit. Can he hold the inside line coming out of Rauch corner? Yes, he can. So this is new territory now. We haven't had Max de Forney in the lead of the race at this point of the circuit. Lando Norris has been happy to allow him through at certain points, knowing full well he should get the lead back again by the end of the lap, but this time it'll be the first lap led by Max de Forney.
That was very, very gutsy stuff from Max de Forney. Lando Norris, I thought, had done enough there, but somehow de Forney found a way through where there seemed to be no room whatsoever.
So through the final corner they go, and has Max de Forney timed this to perfection? They'll have 2 more laps from this point. Over the line they go then, a car length between Max de Forney of RHGP and the Yusuf Kaufman racing car of Lando Norris. Remember, de Forney's won 1 race so far this year. Lando Norris has 3 to his name, 2 in Spain, 1 in Italy. Which way will this latest round at Red Bull Ring go? And will Ferdinand Habsburg have a say on where the top 2 finish as well? Ooh, that is suspension failure.
That's trouble.
Yeah, I thought it was a tyre, but the tyre's still inflated. Suspension failure, so 3 wheels steering on that machine. Difficult to identify.
It's Will Palmer.
Was it? So more difficulties for the young man as we concentrate again on the lead of the race, but also 4th position, because Harrison Scott has got ahead of Johan de Ruyveler. That hadn't happened at the line, but in the first couple of corners, Harrison Scott presumably, well, it could have happened at turn 1, it could have happened at turn 2, as Lando Norris is on the fight back here, up the inside. He's, wow, 2 wheels on the grass, but he managed to get that move done on the absolute limit. Max de Forney, I think, saw him coming, and here comes Fernando Habsburg to make it 3 for the lead. Habsburg for the win, perhaps. We'll see what happens. He is the Austrian, remember, from Salzburg. 3rd position for Ferdinand Habsburg. Best result of the year, 2nd place. Down towards the right hand that goes this lead battle, as trying to stab a move up the inside. There goes Max de Forney. He can't find a way through. There'll be 1 more lap as here comes Habsburg. So running side by side with Max de Forney, and this might actually bring a favour to Lando Norris, because all of a sudden Habsburg is getting involved. How late on the brakes can Ferdinand be? Will there be contact at turn number 1? That's a clean move round the outside at Max de Forney goes Ferdinand Habsburg. Knows this place, you would guess, like the back of his hand. And into 2nd position goes Ferdinand Habsburg, and this is giving Lando Norris a bit of a break.
Well, remember when I said that Lando Norris looked the more contained and the less aggressive? Scratch that, but that was great stuff there from Lando Norris. Great stuff as well from Habsburg. And here again comes de Forney up the inside this time of Habsburg. Can he make it there? Can he make it stick? I think he can.
A massive lock-up, though, from Ferdinand Habsburg, trying to get the car stopped. That front right wheel will be like a 50p piece now. He'll have to endure the vibration only for 1 more lap, as Max de Forney does indeed get into 2nd position. So Norris leads, de Forney in 2nd. We've been here before, but after much squabbling. And Ferdinand Habsburg is in 3rd position. Harrison Scott well and truly away now in 4th position, and he might trouble the podium, you know, with a few corners to go. The gap is growing between Scott and de Ruyveler, now falling to 5th position. And de Ruyveler, well, he's got a couple of Tech 1 cars not very far away, but he might just be okay for 5th position. So the battle is on for 3rd place here. Here comes Harrison Scott, only got a couple of more corners to go. A real good drive though from Lando Norris, and it was a last ditch effort really to take the lead back again from Max de Fordy. He's going to work his way across towards the team to celebrate with them. With Yusuf Kaufman racing, it's another win in the 2016 Eurocup Formula Renault 2 litre though for Lando Norris. Win number 4 for the Bristolian, ahead of Max de Fordy. We had those cars first and second for a long time, but that race really came to a head towards the end, Graham.
That was a great single-seater race. Lando Norris hugely impressed with that young man.
To be received by the organisers of Eurocup Formula Renault. Here is the, well, several moments that we saw with Max de Fordy getting in front of Lando Norris, and then Lando Norris would repay the favour. Is this the squirrely moment? No, not quite. Into Pirelli corner he did take the lead, and de Fordy tried every which way, to the right, to the left. At certain points he was allowed to